Hi, I'm Jim Peckham, the Executive Director of F.I.S.H, and thank you for joining me on It's Your City. We're here today to talk a little bit about F.I.S.H, or Friends in Service Helping. We work with that same acronym and to trying to describe some of the things that we do now. And the F for food, I for independence, S for shelter, and H for healthcare. So we're helping people in the community, not a handout, but a hand up to help them to be more established and become independent as they're trying to get back on their feet. And unfortunately, the way the economy has been over the last several years, there's more people that have needed help than ever before. But hopefully the economy is starting to turn around and we'll start to see a little less with people showing up. A lot of individuals in town are very familiar with our thrift stores. We have one in Gardnerville, one in Mound House, and of course the one here in Carson City. But those are just ways that we help to raise money so that we can provide the food and shelter and health care to the people in need. About a third of our income comes out of those thrift stores. So if you donate to the thrift store, we convert that through sales into cash so that we can pay for the items that we provide folks in need. And part of our philosophy is we hope that the affluent will donate to the thrift store, the middle class will shop there, and the people in need, we actually give things for free, whether it be clothing, furniture, bedding, food. We help some folks with prescription drugs, just a wide range of things to be able to support those people, give them a hand up, and really provide them the hope that they need to be able to keep moving forward in their lives. So that's kind of the backdrop of what we do. And if you're not already getting one of our newsletters, I encourage you to contact F.I.S.H. We're at 882 F.I.S.H. or 882 F.I.S.H, 882-3474, and we're happy to put you in our mailing list so you can get twice a year our newsletter and you can stay up to date as to what's going on. We are very pleased that we work very collaboratively with the city and other nonprofits in the area. Earlier in November we had if you remember, very cold snap, much like what the East Coast is going through right now. And we're pleased that we were able to put together with the city a temporary overflow emergency shelter for folks. Unfortunately, 2 days after we had opened it, one of the individuals that we invited to come passed away in the night, actually froze to death. And unfortunately, he wanted to be able to drink at night, and we wouldn't allow him to drink inside the shelter. There was no restrictions on him coming in, even though that we knew he wasn't completely sober. But unfortunately, we did lose one of our homeless men in the November timeframe. But right now, our homeless shelters are full on a regular basis. We'll have someone that leaves from time to time as we help them get employment and get some other living arrangements and things of that sort are moving forward. But again, this year is the first year that we've been able to work with the city to get an overflow so that we can help people in need. And in the future, as temperatures dip below 15 degrees, we open that up to make it available to our local folks that are camping out and are really at risk of frostbite and death. Some other things that we're doing now to help collaborate with other organizations. We have taken our computer system and our database, which was all developed in-house, and have now changed it to a new format so that it's available to our partner organizations via the internet. So we're able to do a much better job of sharing information between organizations to help facilitate getting people back on their feet. It helps us to avoid duplicate services, helps us to make sure that we don't have conflicting goals, and again, just helps bring the different social services organizations, the city, the state together as we're dealing with individuals in our community. The other neat thing about it is we design it in such a way that we can give it away to other agencies in other parts of the state. So F.I.S.H will basically be the hub of information here in Carson City, but if someone is in Elko or Dayton or someplace else, we can provide them that software for absolutely free so that they can start to utilize it and coordinate with their organization. So we're very pleased with that. And as we try and move our processes forward, we keep looking for ways that we can make improvements. Hopefully you've seen some of those things if you've been in our thrift stores, or if you've come by and had a tour of what we're doing in our medical clinic and our food bank and our dining room, etc. And something else that we found is that more and more people, unfortunately because of substance abuse and other things, we're finding a lot of folks that have some mental illness that we just aren't equipped to take care of. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of services here in Carson City. We've recently acquired some property, and we're looking now to try and figure out how we might be able to convert that to provide some transitional housing for these people with mental health issues, bringing in mental health professionals to try and put people through an 18-month process to get them stable enough to be on their own. And certainly folks from the jail and from the hospital and treatment centers, as well as some of the clients that we currently have, we'd be referring into there and seeing if we couldn't help them as well. We're also looking at putting a family dining room down in the ranchos, down in Gardnerville, Douglas County, finding that there's a significant need down there for the community, and we can help feed those families and at the same time do some of the counseling that we do to put them in touch and to work with them so that they can become more independent as well. As the old saying goes, you can give somebody a fish and they live for a day, but teach them how to fish and they can live a lifetime. So that's what we're trying to do is give people that leg up. As a nonprofit, 501c3, we rely on the community. 95% of our funding comes from from donations from the community, and as such, we have fundraisers from time to time. We're in the process of doing a fundraiser at Glen Eagles, March 29th. It's a celebrity waiter event where local politicians, physicians, firemen, all sorts of people from the school system and elsewhere, people that you'll see in the newspaper on a regular basis will be the waiters. And we're selling tickets at $50 a piece to be able to come to Glen Eagles and enjoy that. And hopefully, in addition to the meal, you'll tip your waiter based on how successful they are at serving your needs. And again, all those monies will come to F.I.S.H. so that we can continue our programs here in Carson City area. As another part of that program, before that event, we'll be selling raffle tickets. They're $10 raffle tickets for your chance at a $1,000 gas card. So it's not the Mega Millions lottery, but it's what we have available here. Dick Campani was very generous between his Toyota dealership and Capital Ford. Was willing to help us with that, and he's donated the $1,000 gas card for us to raffle off. So these tickets are available at all of our thrift stores and at several different establishments here in town. So we encourage you, if you're not able to support us through the Have a Heart celebration and a dinner with the celebrity waiters, we're hopeful that maybe you can support us with a raffle, and we're certainly hoping you win the $1,000 gas card. So that's something that we want to make sure that we get that information out. In addition, we continue to help people in the community with our medical clinic, and I'm sure that you've heard in the news that there's new insurance available to folks through the Affordable Care Act, and more people are eligible for Medicaid, but we find we're still providing a lot more prescription assistance than we ever have before. So that's something that we're seeing as an ongoing increase in our services. We're currently providing probably 4,300 meals every week through our food bank and our dining room. Our family dining room provides a hot meal every day of the week with enough calories to be able to keep people going if in fact that's the only meal that they have for the day. And again, that's absolutely free to the people in need. And we provide that 7 days a week. So we're continuing with that process. We're helping folks with their utility bills. If they have NV Energy, we're able to help folks that are getting behind on their bills, keep them from having their power shut off. Able to help people again with clothing, furniture, cooking utensils, etc. And our goal again is to be able to help the people in need, give them the hope and some guidance to be able to get them back on their feet. So by and large, F.I.S.H. is continuing in providing services to this community. We provide to Douglas, Lyon, Story, as well as Carson City, and we're continuing to provide opportunities to help people out, and we certainly need your support in order to do that. And we ask that you again support us both with our raffle ticket, which is the gas card, as well as our Glen Eagles event with the Have a Heart celebration, the Celebrity Waiter event, again $50 a ticket for those at Glen Eagles on March 29th. So anything you can do to help support us so that we can continue to support the community is much appreciated. Again, I thank you for joining me on It's Your City, and if you have any questions, give us a call, 882-FISH, or look us up on the web, www.nvfish.com, and you can check out our website and get other information. And as always, if you would like a tour, give us a call. Be happy to show you around what all the services we provide and how we help the community. Because after all, it is your city. Thank you.